the signal that should never have been heard. The crystal nexus hung suspended in the void between dimensions, its transparent walls reflecting the light of a billion distant stars. This sacred chamber had remained hidden from mortal eyes since the dawn of galactic civilization. Today it hosted the most urgent gathering in 10,000 years. 15 ancient beings materialized within the chamber, their forms representing the apex of evolution from across the galaxy. Each was a guardian of their respective civilization, and together they formed the Cosmic Tribunal, the secret architects of galactic peace. Elder Vex of the Luminous Collective spoke first, his voice carrying the weight of millennia. His crystalline form pulsed with soft blue light as he addressed the assembly. The humans have exceeded our projections again. Their technological advancement rate has increased by 300% in the last decade alone. A ripple of concern passed through the gathered beings. The tribunal had been secretly monitoring and guiding younger civilizations for eons, but never had they encountered a species quite like humanity. Matron Zara of the Verdant Worlds, her plant-like form swaying, gently added her observations. Our botanical surveillance networks on Earth report they have discovered quantum entanglement communication. They call it impossible, yet they use it daily now. This was not supposed to happen for another 2 centuries. The mechanical representative of the Forge World's constructor Prime Nexus clicked and whirred as he processed the data. His metallic voice resonated through the chamber. Analysis confirms. Human innovation speed has surpassed all known parameters. They solve problems by thinking outside established scientific frameworks. This makes them unpredictable. Meanwhile, 27 light-years away on Earth, Dr. Maya Chen rubbed her tired eyes as she stared at the massive array of screens surrounding her workstation. The Deep Space Research Facility hummed with quiet activity around her. As the lead signal analyst, Maya had spent the last 3 years searching for patterns in cosmic background radiation, hoping to find evidence of intelligent life beyond Earth. Her colleague, Dr. James Park, approached with 2 steaming cups of coffee. "Still chasing ghost signals in the void?" he asked with a gentle smile. Maya accepted the coffee gratefully. "Something's different tonight, James. I've been tracking this recurring pattern for weeks. It's too structured to be natural phenomena." She pulled up a complex waveform on her main display. The signal appeared as a series of intricate pulses, repeating every 4.7 hours with mathematical precision. The frequency modulation suggested intelligence, but unlike anything in their databases. Back in the Crystal Nexus, the debate had grown more intense. Elder Corinth of the Temporal Watch, his form shifting between past and future possibilities, shared troubling visions. "I have observed their potential timelines. In 67% of probable futures, they discover our existence within the next solar cycle. In 23% of those scenarios, they achieve interstellar travel before we are prepared to guide them properly." The assembly chief, ancient Thyros, whose species had transcended physical form billions of years ago, manifested as a pillar of pure energy. The question remains, do we continue our subtle guidance, or is it time for direct intervention? Sage Mira of the Psionic Conclave, her ethereal form shimmering with mental energy, projected her concerns directly into their minds. "I have touched the edges of their collective consciousness. Their curiosity is boundless. They will not accept limits or barriers. Every obstacle we place becomes motivation for greater achievement." Dr. Maya Chen adjusted her equipment, fine-tuning the quantum resonance amplifiers her team had recently developed. These devices, originally designed to study gravitational waves, had an unexpected side effect. They could detect and decode previously invisible electromagnetic patterns. As she worked, Maya felt a strange sensation, as if something vast and ancient was watching her. She had experienced this feeling before during her late-night observations, but tonight it seemed stronger. "Look at this," she called to James, pointing to a new reading on her scanner. "The signal is changing. It's like it's responding to our observation." James frowned, checking the calibration settings. "That's impossible, Maya. Cosmic phenomena don't react to our equipment." But Maya's intuition told her otherwise. She began recording everything, her scientific mind racing with possibilities she hardly dared consider. In the Nexus, Constructor Prime suddenly stiffened, his sensors detecting an anomaly. Alert! Quantum surveillance matrix compromised. Unknown. Technology is penetrating our concealment protocols. The chamber fell silent except for the harmonic resonance of their collective concern. How is this possible? Whispered Matron Zara, her leaves rustling with agitation. Our stealth systems have remained undetected for millions of years. Elder Vex's crystalline form flickered rapidly as he processed the implications. The humans have done it again. They have developed technology that interferes with our quantum masking field. They are beginning to see us. Maya gasped as her equipment suddenly lit up with activity. The mysterious signals had multiplied, becoming a complex conversation between multiple sources. She could not understand the content, but the pattern suggested an urgent discussion among highly advanced intelligences. "James," she whispered, her voice trembling with excitement and fear, "I think we've stumbled onto something incredible. These aren't random signals. This is communication between alien civilizations." Her colleagues stared at the data flowing across their screens. If Maya was right, this discovery would change everything humanity understood about their place in the universe. Back in the Crystal Nexus, panic was spreading among the tribunal members. Sage Mira's psionic abilities confirmed their worst fears. I can sense their awareness expanding. The human scientist studying our communications possesses unusual intuitive capabilities. She is beginning to comprehend what she has discovered. Ancient Thyros pulsed with ancient authority as he addressed the assembly. The Great Concealment has protected galactic civilization for eons. If humanity discovers us prematurely, before they are ready for the responsibilities of cosmic citizenship, it could destabilize the entire galactic order. Elder Corinth's temporal senses reeled as possibilities shifted around them. The timelines are converging. In 89% of probable futures, first contact occurs within the next planetary rotation. We are running out of time to control this situation. Maya worked feverishly, applying every technique she had learned in her years of studying extraterrestrial signals. Her breakthrough came when she realized the communications were layered across multiple dimensional frequencies simultaneously. "I'm getting voice patterns," she announced, her hands shaking as she made adjustments to the quantum decoder. "James, I can almost understand them. It's like they're afraid of something. Afraid of us." The revelation hit Maya like a thunderbolt. These advanced beings with technology beyond human comprehension were discussing humanity with what sounded like concern and respect. In the Nexus, Constructor Prime delivered the final confirmation of their fears. Surveillance networks report the human has achieved partial translation of our communications. She knows we exist. She knows we have been watching them. The Cosmic Tribunal faced their greatest crisis in millennia. Their role as secret guardians was about to be exposed to the very species they had been protecting and nurturing. Elder Vex's light dimmed as he contemplated their options. "We have three choices: eliminate the threat, reveal ourselves completely, or find a third option that preserves both our secrecy and their potential." Matron Zara's voice carried deep sadness. "We cannot harm them. The Galactic Codex forbids the elimination of sentient species. Besides, they have proven themselves worthy of protection countless times." Maya stared at her screens, realizing that her discovery would change not just science, but all of human civilization. As she prepared to document her findings, she felt that watching presence stronger than ever. Taking a deep breath, she made a decision that would echo across the galaxy. She began composing a message using the same frequency patterns she had observed in the alien communications. "Hello?" she transmitted into the void. "We know you are there. We are not afraid." In the Crystal Nexus, every member of the tribunal detected the human response simultaneously. The secret that had protected galactic civilization for millions of years was no longer secret. The time for hidden guidance had ended. The era of direct contact was about to begin. When guardians meet their students, the message from Earth struck the Cosmic Tribunal like a cosmic shockwave. For the first time in their ancient existence, they had been discovered by the very species they were meant to secretly guide. Ancient, Thyros, the energy being who had witnessed the birth and death of countless civilizations, pulsed with unprecedented uncertainty. In all my eons of existence, I have never faced such a paradigm shift. The humans have forced our hand. Back on Earth, Maya Chen sat in stunned silence after sending her message. The response came faster than she had expected. Not in words, but in a flood of mathematical equations and star charts that appeared on her screens. James rushed to her side as alerts chimed throughout the facility. "Maya, what did you do?" "Every sensor in the building is going crazy. The data streaming to their systems was beyond anything Earth scientists had imagined. Detailed maps of the galaxy, showing civilizations humanity had never dreamed existed. Mathematical proofs that solved physics problems that had puzzled human scientists for generations." In the Crystal Nexus, Elder Vex addressed the assembly with grave concern. "The knowledge transfer has begun automatically. Our emergency protocols are sharing fundamental galactic information with them. There is no stopping it now." Sage Mira's psionic abilities allowed her to sense Maya's emotional state across the vast distance. The human scientist is not afraid. She is fascinated, curious, and determined to understand. Her mind is adapting to the information at an incredible rate. Dr. Maya Chen worked with focused intensity, her training in xenolinguistics finally proving invaluable. The alien data contained patterns that suggested not just advanced technology, but wisdom accumulated across millions of years. As she decoded more information, Maya began to understand the staggering truth. These beings had been watching Earth since humanity's earliest civilizations. They had subtly influenced human development, guiding them through technological advances and preventing self-destruction. James stared at the historical data flowing across their screens. "Maya, according to this, they prevented nuclear war 7 different times. They guided our development of the internet, space travel, even medical breakthroughs." Maya nodded, her mind reeling from the implications. "We weren't developing in isolation. We had teachers. Secret teachers who have been preparing us for something. In the Nexus, Constructor Prime delivered his analysis of humanity's response to the data download. Remarkable. Their processing speed and adaptation rate exceed all projections. They are not overwhelmed by the information. They are organizing it, learning from it, and already beginning to ask deeper questions. Matron Zara's plant-like form swayed with ancient wisdom. This confirms what we have long suspected. Humanity possesses unique qualities that make them extraordinary among galactic species. Their refusal to accept limitations, their creative problem-solving, their compassion even for those who might threaten them. Elder Corinth's temporal senses showed him visions of what was to come. "I see the convergence point approaching. The reason we have been preparing them is almost upon us. The void swarm draws closer to our galaxy." A collective shudder passed through the tribunal. The void swarm was an ancient enemy that had consumed entire galactic clusters. Every few million years they emerged from the spaces between galaxies to feed on life itself. Ancient Thyros pulsed with grim determination. This is why we have secretly guided species like humanity, not just to preserve galactic peace, but to prepare defenders for the ultimate threat. Maya's breakthrough came suddenly. She had been working on translating the communication protocols when she realized she could send a more complex message. Her fingers flew over the quantum transmitter as she composed a response that would change history. "To our secret guardians," she transmitted, using mathematical concepts that demonstrated Earth's growing understanding. "We are grateful for your guidance. We understand you have been preparing us. We are ready to learn more. We are ready to help." The message arrived in the Crystal Nexus with stunning clarity. Not only had the human learned their communication methods, but she had grasped the deeper purpose behind their intervention. Sage Mira's emotional sensors detected something remarkable. The human's message carries no fear, no anger at being manipulated, only gratitude and an eagerness to contribute. This level of wisdom is unprecedented for such a young species. Elder Vex made the decision that would reshape galactic civilization. The concealment period has ended. It is time for formal first contact. Humanity has proven itself worthy of the truth. The tribunal began the ancient ritual of revelation. Their combined energies reached across space to Earth, manifesting as a gentle, warm presence that every human on the planet could sense. Maya watched in amazement as her screens filled with a new kind of communication. Not data or mathematics, but something that felt like a warm greeting from old friends. Greetings, children of Earth. The message came in perfect English, somehow transmitted directly into her mind while simultaneously appearing on her screens. We are the Cosmic Tribunal. For millennia, we have watched over your species with pride and hope. Around the world, every human felt the same message, each receiving it in their own language. The revelation was gentle, but undeniable. Humanity was not alone, and they never had been. The tribunal's spokesperson, Ancient Thyros, continued the historic communication. Your species was chosen not for conquest, but for partnership. You possess qualities that make you natural protectors of life: courage, creativity, and compassion. We have guided you because we believe you will become the galaxy's greatest defenders. Maya found her voice speaking on behalf of her entire species. Why us? Why were we chosen? The answer came with images and emotions that conveyed more than words ever could. Humanity's history played out, not just the wars and conflicts, but the countless acts of heroism, sacrifice, and determination to help others. Their refusal to abandon hope even in the darkest times. Their ability to find solutions where others saw only problems. You alone, among the species we have encountered, refuse to accept that something is impossible, Elder Vex explained. When faced with overwhelming odds, you do not surrender. You adapt, you innovate, you find new ways forward. This is why you are needed now. The truth about the approaching threat was revealed gradually. The Void Swarm, a force that had destroyed countless civilizations, was returning. All the tribunal's preparations, all their secret guidance, had been leading to this moment. James stared at the cosmic threat assessment displayed on their screens. Maya, they're saying this enemy has destroyed entire galactic civilizations, and they think we can stop them? Maya felt a surge of determination that surprised even her. Look at what we've accomplished just in the last few hours. We went from thinking we were alone to communicating with advanced alien civilizations. If they believe in us, maybe we should believe in ourselves. The Cosmic Tribunal began sharing their vast libraries of knowledge, technology, and wisdom with Earth. Not as gifts to dependent children, but as resources shared between allies preparing for a common threat. Matron Zara's voice carried warmth and hope. The concealment era ends today. The Alliance era begins now. Welcome to the galactic community, defenders of Earth. Your real adventure is just beginning. As Maya sat in her laboratory, surrounded by technology that would transform human civilization and knowledge that would reshape their understanding of the universe, she smiled. Humanity had always been curious, always pushing boundaries and seeking new frontiers. Now they had the biggest frontier of all, protecting not just Earth, but life itself across the galaxy. The secret guardians had revealed themselves, and their students were ready to graduate to become teachers and protectors in their own right. Maya's fingers moved across her keyboard as she began drafting the first official response from Earth to the galactic community. It would be a message of acceptance, gratitude, and determination, the same qualities that had made humanity worthy of this moment in the first place. The Cosmic Tribunal had kept their secret for millions of years. Now, together with humanity, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead. The age of hidden guidance was over. The age of partnership had begun.